Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
So in my last class, I have discussed about this thing, uh, double field revolving theory. Okay. Now, today I'll discuss about the different types of torque. That means, as you know that as per double revolving field theory, there is two torque involved in the operational process of single phase induction motor. One is rotating in say clockwise direction, another one is say rotating in the opposite direction to clockwise, that is the anti-clockwise direction. So hence these two different or opposite directional torque can be referred as forward rotational torque and backward rotational torque. Am I clear? Okay. Let me show you the specific slide. Um, Okay, so the topic can be uh, referred as calculation of slip of forward and it should be and backward rotating fluxes. Okay, that means there is two different fluxes, forward rotating and backward rotating. Hence, for forward rotating flux and for backward rotating flux, we'll have two different torque actually. Okay, so first we are starting this derivation with a calculation of the slip. If n is the RPM of the motor rotor of the single phase induction motor, then slip with respect to forward rotating flux is this. AS is equals to ns minus n by ns. Okay, or you can write 1 minus n by ns, or you can write n by ns is equals to 1 minus s. Okay, do you have any doubt regarding this, Rajesh and Sachin? Clear to?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very simple. Okay, okay, fine. Next is keeping in mind the fact that backward rotating flux rotates opposite to the rotor. That means the flux whose rotational direction is the opposite direction with respect to the rotor, which is treated as backward rotating flux. You need to remember this convention. The rotor slip with respect to this flux is simply very simple. S B, B for backward rotating slip. Ns minus n in the original definition, but it should be ns minus of minus n as its direction is opposite to the rotor. That's why this we are adding this minus symbol divided by ns. So if you simplify this thing, you'll get this finally 2 minus s. That means you need to remember that for forward rotating flux, the slip is 1 minus s. For backward rotating flux, the slip is 2 minus s. This is very, very important for MCQ question also. Now, the torque produced by backward and forward and backward rotating flux are oppositely directed, so the net torque is equal to their difference as shown. Matlab, basically the net torque is difference as shown. That means if this is the TF, this is sorry, this is TF, the upper one, the bottom one, first, second, third, in the third quadrant. इज द बैकवर्ड फ्लक्स। तो इन दोनों का रिजल्टेंट होगा ये। सिमिलरली हेयर ऑल्सो दिस इज forward rotating flux and this is the backward rotating flux, and hence this is the torque. This we get by conducting different experiments basically. So in this quadrant, that means first, second and third quadrant, the dominant torque is the backward rotating torque, because therefore the resultant is also in the third quadrant. But at the first and fourth quadrant, the dominating torque is the forward rotating torque. Why? Because the resultant torque is in the first quadrant. So this diagram you need to simply remember and simply you need to understand. Nothing else. Why? What is the physical explanation behind this? Okay. So I am going to the next slide. Just a minute. Something is going on. Okay, fine. So we can learn from the above or previous discussion that the diagram show both torques. The diagram show both torques and resultant torque are plotted between S0 to S2. Okay, see this diagram. Are you able to see this diagram?
Yes,
Without
sir.
expanding, okay.
Yes, sir.
So see the diagram is drawn, rightmost point is 0 and the leftmost point is 2. So it is drawn between 0 and 2. Next is at standstill when S is 1. You know when standstill means what? Ns minus n by ns. When n is 0, that is standstill condition. That means the rotor is not rotating. So ns minus n, when n is 0, that means at standstill, the value of the slip will be 1. And for the forward rotating flux, and the value of the slip for the backward rotating flux is 2 minus s. अभी s के जगह में 1 डाल दूं तो 2 minus 1 is equals to 1. That means at standstill, when the slip of the forward rotating field is 1 and the backward rotating field is also 1, then both torque exist and they are numerically equal. देखो, see from the diagram, see the middle point at 1, दोनों टॉर्क का वैल्यू देखो मोटा मोटी इक्वल है, ठीक है. And lastly, but being oppositely directed, the resultant torque is 0. Yes, definitely. That means you need to remember when the net torque is 0, when S is 1. That means when the strength of the forward rotating field and the backward rotating field is almost equal. Now we are going to discuss this thing. Expression of forward rotating torque and expression for backward rotating torque, right? Now, power developed by a rotor is PG. This we have already discussed in the three-phase induction motor. So I assume that all of you know this. PG, that is the power developed by the rotor, is 1 minus S by S into I square into RT. Okay. If you have studied the topics in the previous semester for electrical machine 1, then it is very easy to understand. And this topic is related to the three-phase induction motor. Okay. So the power developed by a rotor of the single phase induction motor is PG is equals to 1 minus S by S into I2 square R2. I2 is the current of the rotor, R2 is the rotor resistance, S is slip. Okay. Why PG? G to express the gap, air gap power. That means there is a air gap between stator and rotor. So the gap power is denoted by P suffix G. That's why it is small g. Now, if N is the rotor RPS, okay, follow minutely, it's not RPM, RPS, rotation per second, then torque is given by this thing. That means the thing is that 1 minus s डिवाइड बाई एस इंटू आई टू स्क्वायर आर टू, इसको अगर 2 पाई n से डिवाइड करोगे, और 2 पाई n मीन्स व्हाट इज 2 पाई n, एनीवन, एनी आइडिया regarding what is 2 पाई n? 2 पाई n means omega. So agar rotational, if you divide the pg by omega, then we will get the torque. This is very simple and basic formula. So from pg, by dividing this entire expression by omega, that means 2 pi n, omega is 2 pi n, na? That's why it is. So we get this thing pg, the gap torque. Now n is equals to what? Ns into 1 minus s. This thing is very common to you. So now if you replace just a minute, this n by this ns into 1 minus s, then you will get this expression. Okay, hence the forward and backward rotating torque is like this. Forward rotating torque is k I2 square R2 by s, this is, and backward rotating torque is क्या होगा, माइनस साइन होगा for its direction, and backward field का flux क्या है, s2 minus s, that we have seen in the previous slide. So इस s के जगह में इधर आ जाएगा 2 minus s. Okay, so in this way you can find out tf and tb, and if you add tf and tb, then you can get the net torque or total torque. किसी का कुछ डाउट रहने से मुझे पूछ सकते हो. If anyone has any doubt, then you can ask me.
No, sir.
Next is making a single phase induction motor self-starting. As you know that a single phase induction motor is not self-starting because of two opposite directional torque. Okay, so you need to put one motion, you need to put one force on it from a specific direction. So how you can do it? Different points are there under this topic. The single phase induction motor is not a self-starting one, and it is undesirable to resort to mechanical spinning of the shaft or pulling a belt to start it. So this idea is not correct, okay, or feasible, we can say rather. So next point is to make a single phase induction motor self-starting, we should somehow produce a revolving stator magnetic field. Achha, do you have any textbook? Sachin, Rajesh, others, and others who are present, who are attending this class. Do you
Yes,
have
sir.
No, sir.
मशीन का किसी का टेक्स्ट बुक है तो सबके पास घर
Yes,
में?
sir.
Which textbook you are following?
Yes, sir. Sir, electrical machine.
By which author?
Sir, BK Mehta.
Oh, that's okay. Okay. If VK Mehta is a good one, okay, this book is also available in the library. किसी का
Yes,
पास
sir.
नहीं है तो मुझे बोलना, मैं सॉफ्ट कॉपी भेज दूंगा, ठीक है?
Okay, sir.
Next is this is achieved by, मतलब this self-starting phenomena or mechanism is achieved by converting single phase supply into टू फेज सप्लाई. बेसिकली सिंगल फेज सप्लाई को अगर हम लोग टू फेज सप्लाई में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं तो it will able to start by itself. Okay, so to do so we need to put one additional winding into the circuit of the single phase induction motor. This is the basic thing. Just a minute. Okay, very well. So when the motor attains a sufficient speed, the starting, that means the additional winding, मतलब जो start करने के लिए ही हम लोग जुड़े थे उसका सर्किट में, इसको हम लोग रिमूव कर सकते हैं. मे बी removed depending upon the type of the motor, right? As a matter of fact, single phase induction motor are classified and named according to the method employed to make them self-starting. So this is the main thing of single phase induction motor, that some additional circuitry is needed to make it self-starting. So as it is a principal phenomena regarding the operation of the single phase induction motor, so depending upon this phenomena, that is self-starting procedure, we can categorize single phase induction motor into several types. Okay. So first one, split phase induction motor. Split phase induction motor. Okay. The stator of split phase induction motor is provided with an auxiliary. See, in this context, I must mention that just like other rotational machine, single phase induction motor also has two parts. One is stator, the external shell, that is the static one, and inner one is the rotor, that is the rotating one. Clear? So nothing to get confused regarding its constructional details. So the stator of a split phase induction motor is provided with an auxiliary or starting winding. सी स्टार्टिंग वाइंडिंग मतलब जो स्टार्ट करने के लिए यूज किया जाता है इन केस ऑफ सिंगल फेज इंडक्शन मोटर इज ऑल्टरनेटिवली टर्म्ड एज ऑक्सिलरी वाइंडिंग is in addition to the main और रनिंग वाइंडिंग. मतलब सिंगल फेज इंडक्शन मोटर में दो ही वाइंडिंग होता है. एक स्टार्टिंग करने के लिए स्टार्टिंग वाइंडिंग, उसका साथ रहता है मेन वाइंडिंग और रनिंग वाइंडिंग. जब द मोशन motor gets its rated speed, that times we can cut out the starting winding from the exact from the main circuit. But running winding or main winding is always intact with the circuit of the single phase induction motor, right? So the starting winding is located 90 degree electrical from the main winding. देखो इसका position देखो, starting winding का 90 degree electrically difference में है with respect to the main winding. Okay, to create a two-phase system, and it is connected during the brief period when the motor starts up. The two windings are so designed that the starting winding S has a high resistance. You need to remember this small things. S has high resistance and relatively small reactance, while the main winding, that is the running winding, M, has relatively low resistance and large reactance. Consequently, later I'll discuss why. Consequently, the current flowing in the two winding, this is, I must mention why, because of to generate large amount of torque, high amount of torque. This low resistance, high reactance material are used in main winding and oppositely in starting winding. Consequently, the current flowing in the two windings have reasonable phase difference, 25 degree to 30 degree. मतलब मेन वाइंडिंग और स्टार्टिंग वाइंडिंग में जो 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 करंट फ्लो करेगा, बेसिकली पास करेगा, इन दोनों में गैप होगा, फेजर डिफरेंस इज 25 डिग्री टू 30 डिग्री. यू कैन सी द डायग्राम हियर. आई एम द करंट मेन वाइंडिंग, IS current in the starting winding. इन दोनों का resultant is the net current, the current drawn from the source. Okay. So operation में कुछ steps है. Step 1 or point A, B, C, like this. Three different processes are there. Okay. So what are these processes? When the two stator windings are energized from a single phase supply, the main winding carries current IM, जो मैं बताया, and another current to the starting winding IS. Since the main winding is very highly inductive, you need to remember this thing very carefully. Main winding is highly inductive, but resistance is low, because main winding में resistance जितना कम होगा, current जितना ज़्यादा होगा, torque उतना ज़्यादा होगा, and it should be very important for the smooth operation of the single phase induction motor when it reaches at its normal or rated speed. While the starting winding highly resistive, the currents IM and IS have a reasonable phase difference, 25 degree to 30 degree. So for this type of machine, the phase difference between two different currents of different windings are 25 degree to 30 degree. It is shown in the diagram. Consequently, a weak revolving field approximating to that of a single phase two phase machine is produced. मतलब ये दोनों winding के लिए एक वाइंडिंग के लिए एक फेज, दूसरा वाइंडिंग के लिए दूसरा फेज, मतलब एक टू फेज field is setting up, okay, and which helps the motor to rotate by itself. Okay, so just give me a minute. Okay, so the starting torque is given by T is equals to Ki into I sin alpha, where K is a constant whose magnitude depends upon the design of the motor. Okay, uh, when the motor reaches about 75% of its rated speed or synchronous speed, say, there is a centrifugal switch in the circuit which is connected in series with the starting winding, which is opens and disconnect the starting winding from the rest of the circuit, and the motor then operates as a pure. Before that, it was two-phase motor, but now it is operating as a pure single-phase induction motor and continues to accelerate till it reaches at the normal speed. मतलब जितना टाइम तक fully normal speed ये reach ना कर पाए तब तक ये accelerated होगा. The normal speed of the motor is below the synchronous speed and depends upon the load of the motor. मतलब depending upon different types of load, the normal speed of the machine is calculated or determined. Okay, so this is the operation of this split phase single phase induction motor. Any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Next is capacitor start motor. Okay. The capacitor start motor is identical to split phase. मतलब ये सभी single phase induction motor का different variant है. So it is almost identical to the previous category, that is the split phase motor, except the starting winding has as many as turns as the main winding. मतलब दोनों का number of turns बराबर होता है. This is the major difference. So एग्जाम में अगर आएगा split phase motor and capacitor start motor, इन दोनों में अंतर क्या है, difference क्या है, then you have to mention the first point. Point number 2. Moreover, a capacitor C is connected in series with the starting winding as shown in the figure. Where is the figure? This is the figure. Here you can see one capacitor is connected. I'll tell why. Okay. Next is the value of the capacitor is so chosen that the starting winding current leads Im by about 80 degree. मतलब गैप जितना ज्यादा होगा, हाँ, टॉर्क का वैल्यू. अच्छा, साइन 90 इज व्हाट? अच्छा, सिंपल क्वेश्चन. साइन अल्फा, अल्फा का वैल्यू 0 से 90 तक जितना ज्यादा होगा, साइन अल्फा का वैल्यू क्या होगा, उतना ज्यादा होगा या कम होगा? कैन यू रिप्लाई दिस थिंग? वेरी सिंपल क्वेश्चन.
सर क्वेश्चन और एक बार बोलिए.
क्वेश्चन इज दैट साइन अल्फा में अल्फा का वैल्यू 0 से 90 तक मैं अगर इंक्रीज करूंगा तो साइन अल्फा का वैल्यू क्या होगा, ज्यादा होगा या घटेगा?
तो कम होगा.
नहीं नहीं, अच्छा, कॉस्ट 90 कितना है? कॉस्ट 90 तुम तो ठीक नहीं बोला. कॉस्ट 90 इज व्हाट राजेश? 0 ना?
0, sir. 0.
हाँ, देन तुम्हारा आंसर तो उल्टा हो गया. देन साइन 90 इज 1, 1. तो अल्फा का साइन 0 इज 0, मतलब अल्फा का वैल्यू 0 से 90 तक जितना इंक्रीज मैं करूंगा, साइन अल्फा का वैल्यू उतना ज्यादा होगा, कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग टॉर्क भी उतना ज्यादा होगा. सो IS एंड IN दो करंट है, स्टार्टिंग करंट एंड मेन वाइंडिंग का करंट, इन दोनों में गैप जितना ज्यादा होगा टॉर्क का वैल्यू उतना ज्यादा होगा। दैट्स व्हाई द कैपेसिटर इज connected or placed in the circuit to increase that amount of gap here.
Yes, sir.
This. Consequently, starting torque is also increased and it is more than the split phase motor. इसका फॉर्मूला क्या है? K into IM into IS into sin alpha. तो sin alpha का वैल्यू ज्यादा होने से definitely TS will be increased or improved. Again, the starting one is opened by the centrifugal switch. Here also centrifugal switch is connected to open the switch. Starting winding when the speed goes at the 75% of the synchronous speed. The motor then operates as a purely single phase induction motor and continues to accelerate till it reaches the normal speed. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Almost we have done two different categories. Give me 3-4 minutes. Okay. After that, I will start the next category. Be in the class. Don't leave.